Prediction Essential Podcast. Hate me or love me, there's no in between, right? So you already know Gia and DJ Envy. They was on the shade room, and she was talking about how he wasn't satisfying her for about 10 years. But I understood what Gia was saying because she was young, Envy was young as well. So with them being young, they're really not understanding each other's bodies and stuff like that. What gets them off, what arouses them in certain situations, right? So, but I know what the final cause is. They're promoting a book. So that's why I'm like, everybody's running around saying, oh, well, DJ Envy can't satisfy this girl. She emasculated him. It is what it is. You can emasculate anybody that you want to do these days, the way this Western world is. But the real factor is that she and him is selling a book. It's not because she wants to emasculate him. They just trying to get book sales. And if you got book sales, they're really buzzing right now on the internet. So with them buzzing on the internet, they are able to get their book sales. And that's what they're really pushing for, no matter what. Shout out to my nigga TCR Designs, Harlem legend. You already know, you gotta be a legend. Lennox Ave, home of the brave, nigga, home of the brave. But check out his page, TCR Designs. That's my man and all that. It's just them trying to sell a book. That's how I see it's going, and it makes sense. You got to create a stir to do what you need to do, to sell a book, sell your soul, whatever people want to call it. But me, I'm not sitting there for that shit, bitch. It ain't happening. You ain't gonna try to emasculate me on. I don't give a fuck what book I'm selling, bitch. You can start on Only Fucking Fans and sell that fucking book. I don't give a fuck. But you ain't gonna be putting me out there talking about my dick game trash for fucking 10 years. It ain't happening, B. That's why Erica, man, he cheated on Erica. He cheated on Gia with Erica Mena. That's why it was this whole big thing when he flipped out because Erica was going to be there and his wife was coming and shit like that. But it is what it is. But check this clip out. You're going to see what I mean. Him not being... Is him being emasculated at some point, but he's trying to sell his book. So, either your soul's for sale or it's not for sale. It is what it is. People do what they need to do for the bread. You know, hit me.
I went up my shirt and I thought that was a big deal. So we were both turtles in our relationship. We waited to have sex till our 1 year anniversary, and he made it very special and, romantic. But we were two kids that, didn't really know what we were doing exactly, but we had fun figuring each other out. Most young girls, and even many, many, many women, I'm sure so many women can relate, but you don't know how to achieve an orgasm.
Yeah.
A lot of women have no idea what it feels like to have an orgasm through sexual intercourse. They know how to do it themselves, or they know how to do it through oral sex, but through sexual intercourse, a lot of women just don't know. Now, if you don't know, how do you expect your man to know?
Mm-hmm.
I especially didn't know. So we would be intimate, and he would be putting his best foot forward. Like, he is in the business of satisfying, just all around.
All right.
Just no. I'm talking about your.
See, he's trying to put his foot down in that moment.
Just in life, like, he lives to make me happy, and he puts his best foot forward in that realm. So I would see him trying and really going to work, and I'm sure so many women can relate. Like, you want to reward that man for that work, and the only reward that you have to offer is an orgasm. But even if I didn't feel it, I would still be performative. So yes, I was faking it. But once you start, how do you stop?
Right.
How do you climb back out of that rabbit hole? You can't really have a conversation about it now. So
Fair
I
use from the
did it
shade
to
room.
myself. But what's more important is the fact that it had nothing to do with him.
Right.
He was doing everything that a man could do to please a woman. The problem was that I didn't know my own body. And
you couldn't communicate what exactly you wanted.
You see how his eyes started squinting up more? Because Envy was kind of uncomfortable. He was uncomfortable. He doesn't want to say he was uncomfortable, but you could see in his eyes that he was uncomfortable. But even when he shot out, I was like, all right. She tries to manipulate it, turn around. Oh, it was just your mentality. You want to be a pleaser, and you wasn't pleasing me right away. That's why it's good. That's why a lot of niggas, I know some niggas, they like to get virgins. I ain't what the virgins be. Come to me when you had a couple of niggas under your belt. It is what it is, shorty. Because I ain't trying to be the one to be motherfucker trying to teach you what to fucking do. I ain't got time for all that bullshit. Teaching niggas. But I don't consider it being emasculated. I consider it them niggas trying to sell a book. And they're trying to sell their book. They need to get a buzz. And it was to put Envy on a chopping block on him not satisfying Gia. That's her name, Gia Casey. So, you let me know how you feel. Like, comment, subscribe. Did Envy get emasculated? Or he's just trying to sell a book? Push the propaganda forward. Hit me. You already know. Predictions is your podcast. Hate me or love me. There's no in between. You already know.